If you've scrolled past 3 "we're restructuring" posts and 2 "we're hiring like crazy" posts this week alone, you're not alone. Today, we'll cut through the noise, which companies and sectors are actually cutting the most jobs right now, who's adding headcount, and what this all means for hiring managers, recruiters, and even job seekers. I got fresh data, so let's get into it. The US job engine is idling, not stalling. July's payrolls, they changed little at 73,000, with healthcare adding 55,000 and social assistance adding 18,000, still doing the heavy lifting, while federal government jobs fell 12,000. Most other industries were flat, like manufacturing, retail, transportation, information, leisure, and hospitality. Zoom in on the most recent private payroll pulse. In August, private employment rose by 54,000, undershooting expectations, another sign of a cooler but not collapsing market. So let's talk names and numbers. In tech, a handful of giants have dominated 2025's headlines. Intel, in late July, they said they're driving headcount down to 75,000 by year end, roughly 22 to 25% below last year's level, via attrition and other means. That's one of the steepest right sizings in big tech this cycle. Microsoft, 2 waves this year, including roughly 9,000 roles in early July, about 4% of staff, bringing 2025 cuts to about 15,000 by late July, all while pouring billions into AI and data centers. You got HPE, HP Inc., Salesforce, CrowdStrike, Google, Amazon, AWS, thousands more combined. HPE roughly 3,000, HP up to 2,000, Salesforce roughly 1,000, CrowdStrike 500, Google hundreds, and AWS triple-digit reductions in targeted groups. It isn't just tech. You got ConocoPhillips announcing a 20-25% workforce reduction this week, about 2,600 to 3,250 jobs, a sweeping energy sector reset tied to cost pressures. Even retail continues to reshuffle. You got Kroger is trimming fewer than 1,000 corporate roles to cut costs after its merger saga. If you need a running ledger, check out TechCrunch and others to keep active trackers of 2025 layoff events across startups and big tech. So while we went over some numbers there, let's talk about the good news. Some sectors are absolutely still hiring, and not just one-offs. You got healthcare and social assistance. Month after month, these categories are the labor market's workhorse. July alone, up 55,000 in healthcare, with gains spread across ambulatory care and hospitals, plus $18,000 in social assistance. This is durable, multi-year demand story. In defense and shipbuilding, General Dynamics Electric Boat plans to hire 3,000 people in 2025 to keep up with submarine programs, a sustained build-out that reaches across welders, fitters, engineers, and program talent. Semiconductors, for example, TSMC Arizona is scaling towards thousands of roles as additional fabs and centers come online, with apprenticeships and learn and earn pathways to widen the talent pool. In insurance, you got Progressive saying it's hiring 12,000 plus people in 2025 across claims, service, and tech. Practical, non-hype growth that's been consistent. For data center ecosystem, AI infrastructure is a job machine, especially in construction, power, and mission-critical operations. JOLTS shows construction job openings jumping up to 306,000 in July, up 77,000 versus a year ago, and studies attribute millions of US jobs to data center economy, most beyond pure software jobs. As for some reality check, you got construction employment growth itself has been kind of choppy, even revised down earlier this year, so think lots of openings and churn more than a straight up line. So in terms of winners, near term we got healthcare, social assistance. Real quick, if you ever thought about starting your own recruitment agency or you're a recruiter struggling to land clients, you'll want to check out our coaching and implementation program. Inside, I give you the exact scripts, the outreach templates, and acquisition systems I used to hit over $500,000 my first year, scale to over $100,000 months, and do over $5 million in placements on my own desk. Our students are already hitting $30,000, $50,000, even $80,000 per month or more, many of them doing it part-time. So if you want to learn the same playbook, the link's below. It's exactly what I use. Now back to the video. So in terms of winners, near term we got healthcare, social assistance, defense, aerospace, semiconductors, and the broader AI data center build out. These are structural, aging demographics, national security, and compute demands. They aren't just typical 90-day fads. In terms of those that are cooling, got manufacturing posted roughly $11,000 job loss in July. Federal government continues to slide. Retailers keep reorganizing HQ roles, and infotech is uneven. You got big strategic hiring in AI infrastructure, while overlapping roles are trimmed elsewhere. So what does this mean particularly for teams and hiring managers? If you own a requisition recruiting plan, the market is rewarding hard to automate, revenue adjacent, and mission critical roles. Health systems, defense primes, and fab operators are budgeting for talent pipelines, not just one-off brecs. You want to build apprenticeships, returnships, and clearance-friendly funnels now, so you'll face 6 months lead times later on. The data center build continues to prove it. The jobs are real, but the workers require targeted upskilling. Also, perhaps you want to expect longer times to fill for specialized roles, even in a cooler market. ADP's soft to print doesn't magically create cleared electricians, or ICU nurses. Think skills-based screenings, paid training cohorts, and tighter partnerships with local colleagues and trade programs. But what does this mean for recruiters, specifically internal and agency? So for internal recruiters, your biggest wins are in talent mobility and reskilling. If your company is trimming a team while another is scaling, move people before you lose them. In sectors like defense and semiconductor shipbuilding, you want to create pathways from adjacent trades into high demand roles. Don't wait for purple squirrels that never apply. For agencies, the opportunity is in counter-cyclical niches, cleared talent, clinical roles, AI infrastructure, ops, safety compliance. When technology is flat, your best fee opportunities happen in health systems, industrials, government suppliers that value speed. Keep a live map of employers still hiring at volume. So for example, Progressive's 12,000 sprint, Electric Boat's 3,000 push, so on and so forth. So what does this mean for job seekers? If you're in a layoff heavy pocket, say big company software, aim your skills where demand is durable. Health tech, defense, industrial AI, energy systems, semis, or data center operations. Translate your experience into the language those employers care about. Safety, uptime, regulated environments, reliability, documentation. As for healthcare, hiring is broad. Lead with outcomes, licenses, and shift flexibilities. Health systems are posting thousands of openings and adding headcount monthly. As for defense or shipbuilding, if you can pass a background check and like hands-on work, these roles train well and pay competitively. So make sure you check them out as well. As for semiconductors and data centers, many roles don't require an official 4-year CS degree. Apprenticeships, internships, technician tracks are expanding precisely to meet the demand. And if you were impacted, the market is still moving, just more selective. Keep applications focused, measure weekly conversion rates, and angle towards sectors that are structurally short of people. So what could your 90-day playbook look like? So for hiring managers, pick one priority shortage and stand up a targeted pipeline. For example, new to industry technicians with paid training attached. Borrow the apprenticeship playbooks popping up in fabs and defense sectors. For internal recruiters, you want to build a clearance-aware or license-aware CRM lane and pre-vet candidates against site access, schedule, and compliance. The teams growing fastest are the ones that can say yes without 6 rounds of paperwork. For agency recruiters, track live enterprise hiring commitments like Progressive, Electric Boat, etc., and pitch fractional sourcing sprints to overwhelm TA leaders. Where internal teams are small, you win by being the fastest, most compliant capacity. For job seekers, pick 2 sectors from today's winners. Rewrite your resume in their vocabulary and build a mini portfolio that provides you can handle safety, reliability, and regulated workflows. For data centers, even lab or field experience with power networking or maintenance is awesome and pure gold. So to recap this video, layoffs are concentrated in a few headline companies and in specific corporate functions. Hiring is strong where the economy is rewiring. Got healthcare, defense, semiconductors, AI infrastructure, etc. If you're a company, fund the pipeline. If you're a recruiter, aim where demand is persistent. If you're a job seeker, go where the shortage is built in. If you like this video, want to see more like it, economy, job, layoff related, please comment down below. Thank you again so much for your time, guys. We'll see you on the next one.